don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you!
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the TransArt Motor Spider Inventor. This is their Beast Wars Metal 11, age 16 plus. Yeah, I got excited and I went ahead and cracked the tape on this thing because I really wanted to just look at it. Remembering how good the Transmetal 2 Black Arachnia was. Empty box. So yeah, I cracked it. I didn't do anything with it. I just kind of cracked it. So we get this little bit right here, which is quite securely in there, I must add. Holy Pop-Tarts, Batman. Get off there. Man alive. When in doubt, without the knife, I guess. Alright. Wow. That is nice looking. Nice and pretty. We also get some type of... you have to scan for the directions. Oh, that is... That's just... I don't like that at all. I get it saves them money, but man, that pisses me off actually. Here's the figure. Alright, piece of cellophane on top of it, extra spider leg things. Huh. Can y'all see that? That's pretty neat. Apparently we get 3 of these little spiderlings, although this one's different. It's got a little scooper thing on it. These 2 here look like little engines on them. Yeah, not bad. And the main reason we're all here, oh, look at that, there's a piece of foam at the bottom. And for some reason his little booties are wrapped in tape and cellophane. Crap, that's going to be pretty crappy getting off. Wow, that's going to take a few minutes. Tell you what, folks, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to take that tape off. I was able to get the plastic off of the feet. They are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This is a point where I have to point out. I went to the QR code thing here for English instructions. It did not work. It didn't work at all. I'll pause right here and drop a picture of what they had when I scanned this code. Okay, so I don't know how in the world I'm going to transform this thing. We'll figure it out. But first, why don't we zoom in here so that we can take a look at the figure. He is gorgeous. Of course, the TransArt stuff all is gorgeous, right? Just look at the metallic paint. Look at the detail. Great. Absolutely great. I think this thing was like 60 bucks, if I remember right. I got mine from TF Source. Just incredible the way this thing looks. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that head sculpt. Love it, love it, love it. Up, down, it's on a ball joint. Can move back and forth. A little bit of confused dog look. Shoulders, let's see, on the original toy this moved up. I don't think it's going to do that now. They're on a ball peg, so they'll go all the way around. This rotates. It's attached to the bicep, so the whole thing does. Again, look at that gunmetal detail there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. His forearms here are spiky. Don't like that much, but okay. Works with the aesthetic. Full range, nice movement. The claws open up Spiky. So be mindful. Let's see here. Does he have a waist rotation? He's got a frickin' waist rotation. Look at that. No classic, no modern ab crunch. As you can see, he holds his weapon just fine. Bend at the hips, just fine. That far forward. Back plate gets in. So zoom out. So that's what you get for legs forwards and back. They're on universals. He can do the full splits until this gets in the way. Thigh rotation? No, it's at the knee. Okay. Knee can go, not quite fully 90 degrees. Feet, rockers, could go forward and back. Yeah. Alright. These things here articulate individually. These are nowhere near as tight as the ones on Black Arachnia. Even this moves. So just but that is very stiff, very tight. Be mindful. All of them are independently done. Yeah, this is nice. Let's do some size comparisons. And do I have Black Arachnia anywhere handy? Let me see here. Actually, I do. So here he is, next to the Transmetal 2 Black Arachnia. Let me zoom out. Again, just to give you a sense of scale, I like what this company is doing. I'm not going to lie. I like what they're doing. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. I love this. Alright, let's do pictures for scale comparison, and then I'll see what I can do for transforming it. So I'm pausing right before the transformation instructions. I got my directions from TM Reviews YouTube channel. I went through several different, various, different channels, and the one on there were 2 videos on Show Z that just preview the figure and don't show you how to transform it. But yes, it is possible. So I just shout out to him. Wouldn't have been able to do this without him. It's not horribly complex, but it's finicky. So let's get into it. So we're going to try and transform him, and I'll do my level best to keep this on camera. The feet are easy. Feet are done. That's all you got to do for them. All the stuff comes up here that's the issue. The first thing we want to do is we want to take this armature here is going to separate from this piece. It is connected with 2 little tabs. I don't know if y'all can see them right there. They plug in right here to these 2 things. This frees this up. Okay, so we want to do this on both sides. Just kind of put your finger there to apply a little pressure so that it loosens it up. This will come loose from right here. Okay, so just kind of rotate this kindly down and out of the way. Again, you can kindly see it attached here. Just unattach it, bring it down, kindly get it out of the way. Alright. Now, if it hasn't already, these little pins right here will unplug. Take your chest piece here and just wiggle it down. It is secured in, I don't know if y'all can see it, right here and right here. So just bring this down and kind of let it sit there. That's where it's going to be. It's its new home. Bring up your head piece here. Bring up this piece as well. Make sure your head is straight and just kind of tuck it into this cavity here. Alright. Bring these armatures down, and you'll probably have to bring these armatures down a couple of times so that they line up the way that you want it. I will tell you, this transformation is not the easiest thing I've ever done. It's far from the worst, but it's also not the easiest. We can go ahead at this time, I think, and we should be able to just rotate the waist around. Right? It just rotates on this hinge right here. Now, this is arguably the trickiest part of this, because you have to combine these two together. And they don't like, they're not, you know what, never mind. The other time I tried to do this, it fought me. It was not happy. So, there is, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but right here is a little pin, right? And it's going to plug into this little screw hole. So you just have to turn it whichever way you want and pop it in here. Now, I will tell you, this is going to come undone a couple of times, so don't waste a whole lot of time trying to get it in place. And this is extremely tight. TM recommends using a spudger for it to take it loose. I concur. It's pretty rough. Alright, so as you can tell, things are just kind of floppy. That's because these bits are die cast. They're die cast. They're very heavy. Now you need to take this little armature here. You're going to end up folding up the arm. Alright, what we want is for it to look like this with the arm underneath. Like that. Okay? So you just kind of have to maneuver everything. And there's a pin right here that will plug into this port right here. So actually you might just be able to wiggle it, maneuver it, get that pin in, and then just kind of get that where it needs to go here in a minute. I hope I am not doing this too horribly out of sequence. Really hope I'm not. We'll find out here in a minute if it all just kind of comes together. Because that's a lot of what's happening here. We're squishing stuff until it kind of just comes together the way we think it's supposed to. Alright. So now then. This is going to need to come down, right? This theoretically tabs in right here, but mine doesn't tab in all that well. Oh well. Let's see here. Bring up your spider legs here, and there is a tab, don't know how well y'all can see it, right here that goes in this slot right here. And it is not exactly easy getting it in there. Alright, so I got something wrong here. That needs to lay kindly flush in here. That one needs to lay kindly flush in here also. You think, because it's got tabs, that it should tab somewhere. It doesn't. Alright, and these spider legs get in your way. It's also extremely difficult to see exactly where that tab goes in here. And I mean, it is just best guess scenario. There, that one's it. There, that one's in. Now let's see if I can get this one in without too much trouble. I will also add, these legs move around, there we go, quite a bit. No matter what you do, it's just not really happy. Alright. I mean, we've basically got it transformed here. It's just a matter of getting it all put together with the, let's see, that happens too, with the spider legs and the, these just kind of come up. That just kind of tabs in place. I mean, this is it. It's transformed. It's just now a matter of you know, cleanup, as Skullface would say. This is you get one thing in and something else pops out. It is not the easiest thing I've ever worked with. But as I said, it is doable, and cross your fingers that it stays together, and it doesn't. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, but that's what you do. That's what it's supposed to look like. Something I don't think I did before was give you a measurement. This thing's pretty good sized at this point. From tip to tip, you're looking at about 8.5 inches. So it's a nice little length here. Now for bicycle mode, whatever mode this is. Let's see. We know this comes up. We know this comes down. We know this is connected here somehow. That armature doesn't stay put the way I want it to. Not at all. I, your humble reviewer, must be missing something here on how to attach this, because it's supposed to go up here if memory serves. I fully admit it's been a few days since I've seen Tarantulas transform into his motorcycle mode. So hang on a minute, let me check. So after perusing TM Reviewer's video again, this is going to actually tab in right here on both of these legs. So, some way or another, it goes in here, and comes back in, and there we go. And then you would just lift these up, which undoes most of the transformation. But, yeah, it's more a suggestive mode, I think, than an actually functional mode. Primarily because there's nothing stopping the back wheel. It doesn't roll. So that's a mite disconcerting. Tell you what, let's do size comparison reviews, scale review. I don't think I'll go too crazy with this. I like it, but man, it's starting to annoy me. So yeah. Oh, also one thing should be noted. It can actually be held up by its spider legs. I don't know if I showed that. And the articulation on them is pretty much what you would expect. So, yeah. Not a bad little figure. Now, if I could just get these to plug in properly, we wouldn't have an issue. Let's do scale, and then we'll do final thoughts. Help! Help! Ah! Tom! Final thoughts wise, what to say about this? The playability is here. You can pose him in dynamic forms. Transformation is a little iffy, at least on my copy. Considering I wasn't ever able to get the legs to combine together. A lot of it is the weight of the die cast just kind of pulls the connection out. It is what it is. The materials are fine. Again, die cast right here, beautiful, beautiful paint. Nothing felt like it was going to break. I was using caution on these bits here just because of how tight the joint is. It's not as bad as the black Arachnia was, but it is kind of bad. The cost, I was wrong. I said I thought this was 60 bucks. This was 80. Yeah, it's worth 80. Sorry, I had to think about it there for a second, but yeah, this thing is definitely worth 80 bucks in my mind. I just wish it would transform a little bit more solidly. If this was my first Transformer, would I buy another one? Absolutely. No questions asked. This thing is beautiful. If this was my introduction to Transformers, even with it not transforming completely, absolutely. Not a question. Anybody notice, at least for me, Beast Wars Transformers, they spend just as much time in beast mode as they do in bot mode. So to not have one, like my Megatron, it broke, right? To not be able to put it into, no, it wasn't Megatron. Yeah, no, it was Dinobot. Dinobot broke on me. To not be able to have it in beast mode is just tragic in my mind. But I digress. For these, they have to be solid in both modes. And he's gorgeous any way you look at him. I just wish his transformation was a bit more solid. Anyway, yes, this is a recommend for me. This is Tom. Oh, and again, shout out to TM Reviewer. Could not have done this review without him. I don't think I would have been able to accurately transform this thing without it. It's not really intuitive in that way. At least not for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Excuse me, can I have some Vitamin-John, please?
Sure.
Yum, 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 yum. Poof! Holy crap!
Another satisfied customer of Vitamin John.
You need to sell this stuff.
Operators are standing by. Go now!